Contrary to popular belief, there's no right or wrong way to wear a fragrance. I'll go over all the places you can put it. Yes, everywhere. It's not what you're thinking, but all these places on and off the body are worth exploring, and I'll let you decide what works best for you. An obvious place to start would be the pulse points. Pulse points are thrown around a lot, but what are they? Well, you want to get technical? You want to get real scientific about this? There's 9. There's the temporal, the facial, the carotid, the brachial, the radial, the femoral, the popliteal, the posteriotibial, and the pedal, or, as we say in Latin, the dorsalis pedis. See, they don't call me Dr. Necktie for nothing. I got educated well at Fashion University. Look it up. Probably the most popular pulse point is the wrist. It's a good spot, but when you wash your hands, it's subject to get washed off. And if you're wearing long sleeves and maybe it's a nice garment that you don't want fragrance on, you run the risk of getting fragrance on it. The neck, another popular spot. This is a great place to put it because it's your aura, it's you. It goes wherever your torso is moving. You can put it on the sides of the neck, the front of the neck, even the back of the neck for a little scent trail. The problem with this is, and if you're a guy who shaves this area, putting alcohol-based fragrance on there, ouch. I don't really do it anymore, unless I've got, some stubble going on and some growth that I can afford to spray on. Otherwise, after a fresh shave, I would not recommend the neck area. You also run the issue of getting it on your clothes again, the collar. Maybe we want that, maybe we don't. I'll tell you one thing for dress shirts, especially white, the fragrance will leave stains. I don't care if it's a light fragrance or a heavy one. Those oils will rub off on the neck and it's not a good look. It'll age the shirt much faster. The elbows. I've never tried this one. It's an interesting location. It can move the fragrance around in a different way, but if you got long sleeves on, it's going to obscure the fragrance from projecting out there. You might not want that. Might be only a good choice if you're wearing short sleeves. The backs of the knees. Strange, but not unheard of. People do it. It leaves a perfect scent trail for dwarves, elves, toddlers. But see, that area, the fragrance wouldn't rise like it would if it were up higher on your body. You want to project it out there, and it's simply not going to rise like you think it would down here on the backs of your knees. Again, like the elbows, you run into having it be too obscured if you've got long pants on. Unless you're wearing shorts, it's really not going to get out. The chest. I like this one. You cover a broad surface area. It's probably the best surface area per spray you could get anywhere on your body. It's a good way to lighten up a fragrance because you can disperse it more than you would on a more concentrated point throughout your body. You're probably seeing a theme here that, again, you can rub this off on your clothes. That may be something you want, that may be something you don't want. I know I don't want that to happen all the time. So I use the chest sparingly. The genitals. Don't do it, guys. Trust me. So that was on the body. Now how about off the body? Well, you could try your hair. I mean, your hair is technically connected to your body, but the way that the fragrance interacts with your hair is different. The hair is like a sponge, especially mine with the curls. The hair is really good at holding on to molecules, good and bad. That's why if you go to a smoggy area, you should wash your hair. On the hair, you might find increased longevity and sillage as you move about. Another plus is it keeps it off your clothes if that's a priority for you. This is an unsavory thing to say, but a fragrance is merely chemicals plus alcohol. These two things, not good for your hair. You might find some hair damage if you spray it in your hair routinely, and if you color your hair with bleach and different colors, it might even discolor your hair. Something you don't want. Sometimes clothing is a happy byproduct of spraying it on your body, but some people take it to the next level and they'll spray it right on their clothing. Skip the middleman. That's cool. Fragrances last an incredibly long time on clothes. In my opinion, too long. Even after you wash the clothing, if you can wash it, the fragrance is still going to be there. And that's going to limit what you can wear down the line. And the fragrances, especially with high oil concentrations, could leave an oil stain on your clothes. I wouldn't recommend spraying it right on the clothes. How about accessories? We got backpacks, purses, satchels, fanny packs. All right, we're in the weeds now. See the negatives above for spraying directly on clothing. You might not want to do this with your nice accessories. The only plus I could see is that if you wanted to associate that item, that backpack, that handbag, whatever, with that certain smell, otherwise there's no way to get it off. Wouldn't do it. Here's what I do, my secret spot. I'm saving the best for last here. You know where I put fragrance? Bang! Behind my ears. There's a lot of pluses with this. It's high enough away from my neckline so that I don't get fragrance on my collar. It's far enough away out from where I shave, yet it's close enough to the pulse points that it still gets all the positive benefits of the blood flow pushing that glorious smell into the air. Don't ever tell someone they're wearing a fragrance wrong. There's a method for me, there's a method for you. However, you can tell someone that they're putting on fragrance wrong. If you want to see how, check this video out next. I'll talk to you there.